Hey everyone, this is me, Silverdust. This is my third gameplay video. I'm playing Terran, as you can see. My ally Lucia is also playing Terran. He's a good mate of mine. And we're playing as two randoms, Thelos and Crocs, which are both Zerg. So it's two Terrans versus two Zerg. I'm gonna put up the income bar so that you can take a look at my income and everyone else's income. Right now it's just minerals, the most basic resource in Starcraft 2, and you can also see the harvester ratio. This is the most important aspect that you will need to know about in the early game, and I'm going to speed things up here. You see, I'm going to start building a supply depot. I'm going to start blocking off this area. Thelos, he's sending in an overlord to scout, and Crocs, he's building a spawning pool, and he's got a lot of drones here. Thelos is also building a spawning pool. He's building it on Vespine. He's putting an extractor over the Vespine Geyser as well. Lucia, he's blocked off his area. I blocked off mine too. So I'm starting to build some marines here. I got a good economy going too. And we see Crocs. He's got a lot of these Zerglings here, and he's gonna try to rush in and attack early on. Now let's see how this goes. He's gonna go and attack me. Well, he didn't have to do that, did he? So he's coming in there. I'm gonna try to attack him with my marines. But you see, he's too fast for me. He's coming in and he's hacking them to bits. And they're Zerg breakfast. And he's sending them in. He's going to try to take down my economy as well. I'm sending in a desperate last attack. I'm sending in my SCVs to take him out. And let's hope this works out well. He's crashing them, destroying them all. I'm just losing everything here. My economy is going to hell. But I did manage to take him out though. Bad thing is I lost almost everyone. I got two that's injured and one that got a little injured too. So I'm in a bad mess here. Up here with Lucia, he's built a bunker, so he's gonna try to defend. He's got two reactors going, so he can build two marines at the same time in the barracks. And he's got a good economy. He didn't get attacked. He's got an engineering bay as well. Thelos, he's making a lot more Zerglings, so they're going for that tactic. And we see that Crocs is sending in another attack with Zerglings, and this is probably gonna be the final push. And he's coming in, he's going to take down these guys. I'm taking up my command center and levitating it, because that's a good thing with Terrans. You can levitate, and these Zerglings can't attack air, so I'm scooting out of here, because I don't want to get killed that early. So the factories are going up. I'm not taking off my barracks though. That's a little bit stupid. A little mistake from my part. Anyways, I got my two factories and my command center, and I'm scooting on there, because I don't want to get killed. I also managed to save two of my Hellions, which I've set up here. So they're going to help defend this place. So I'm going to build an expansion in this area. And now we're holding them off here. My Hellions just roasting him a little bit, while he's using his marines in the bunker. So that's a good little trick we got. So we see that Lucia, he's gonna use his marines to try to take down this destructible rock. That's a new thing from in Starcraft 2. You got these destructible rocks everywhere that's blocking off hard to get places where you can build expansions and stuff. I'm lucky enough to be Terran, so I can lift up my command center and put it there. So he's just gonna destroy that so that we have access to each other's base. I'm gonna build some Hellions here because I'm gonna need them. They're the only units I can build from the factory at this point, and they're very good against light units, which are the only units that the Zerg are producing at the moment. So Lucius filled up his bunker, and we're trying to hold tight for the time being, because they're gonna attack us with everything they got, most likely. And yeah, we're just trying to hold out here. I'm trying to get my economy back going, because I only got 3 SCVs at the moment, but I'm starting to build some. In the meantime, we see that they got their bases. He's got a hydralisk den, so he's gonna start making hydralisks. He's using his spawn larva as well, so that he can make extra units. He's gonna take down these destructible rocks so he can build in this area. And he's already got an expansion that's being built up. They got more Zerglings coming in here. They're gonna try to, but I can see them because I'm using my Cell Naga tower. This is the watchtower, who gives me overview of a large area, so that we have an advantage. That's a good thing though, because if we didn't have that, we couldn't have seen as well if they were planning to attack in this area. So that's a good plus. Now I'm starting to build up and getting some more SCVs. Lucius built some siege tanks, and he's gonna deploy them in siege mode, and they're gonna do a lot of damage if they decide to attack. And we can also see that Crocs is starting to build roaches. They're very powerful Zerg units. They got acid saliva attack, which deals 16 damage, and they can, if they research burrow, then they can move while underground, so they're a very powerful unit by the Zerg, at least in the early game. Now I'm gonna speed things up a little bit. Now we're just standing tall there. He's deploying his siege tanks into siege mode, so that we can take them down. And they're just standing tight with their Zerglings, roaches, and more Zerglings by Thelos. And he's got his overlord over here, looking over this this area with rich minerals, which give you these gold minerals. They give you twice the harvest speed if you build an expansion here. So he's gonna have his overlord here to make sure that I'm not gonna make any expansions or anything, so I get that advantage. But I'm just gonna sit tight up here and try to focus on getting this thing done. Now I'm also researching infernal pre-igniters, which give me plus 10 to my Hellions, so that they do more damage to light. And this is going to be very important, because at the moment, and hopefully for the entire game, he's only going to make these Zerglings, roaches, and hydralisks, as we can see he's making here, Thelos. And that means that my units will do a lot of damage towards them. We can also see that he's starting to make mutalisks. This is a very powerful air unit that that Zerg have. They have, we can look at their attack. They have 9 to damage and 3 in range. That's pretty good. And they're very easy to stack up, so that you have a large army of these mutalisks. And they have this glaive attack, which lets them attack 3 units at the same time. So it's very devastating if you have a lot of them. And if you use them in the right manner, they can be very effective. Now he's just standing put, and Lucius, he's made Vikings. They are transformer-like planes, which can turn into walker robots with twin minigun machine guns. So they are a very good unit. They are AA, so we can use these to counter the mutalisks if they are going to attack. Now he's also building a command center. I was wondering if he was going to build a planetary fortress, because if he had built that there, we could have protected this area. But he's going to send this down to this area if we wait for a moment until it's built. He's going to start lifting this thing off, and he's going to send it down to this place, and he's going to build an expansion here so that he can start using these Vesting Geysers and mineral fields without them knowing about it, because they think we're holed up in this area, which we indeed are. But with an additional expansion, we can do we can get a lot more resources and do things and research and make units more fast. Now I also I got a pretty decent